Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant firms up plans to further enhance its contribution in making of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Steel Melting Shop 2 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant creates new milestone, making 6 API 5L X70M PSL2 heats in one go. And musical program organized to mark Qaumi Ekta Week. Now the news in detail. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is making all-out efforts to contribute its best in realizing the vision of an Atmanirbhar Bharat. Interactions are being organized on regular intervals to brainstorm over the issues, chalk out plans and take actions accordingly. One such interaction session was organized on virtual platform on 24th November, which was chaired by Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO. The program was attended by more than 100 executives, including senior executives, including Mr. P.K. Dash, ED Works, Mr. Rajveer Singh, ED P&A, Mr. Pankaj Kumar, ED Projects, Dr. B.K. Hota, Director M&HS, Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in charge MM and Marketing, and Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM F&A, other CGMs, HODs and planning executives from various departments. In his address, Mr. Chattaraj said that the clarion call of the Honorable Prime Minister for making of an Atmanirbhar Bharat has strengthened the determination of the plant collective to make high-quality indigenous steel to meet the nation's requirement and thereby contribute in nation building. Let's take the initiative and be proactive, the CEO said, while emphasizing upon procurement of spares and consumables from local sources and promotion of MSMEs. While expressing his happiness over the fact that RSP has been leading among the SAIL plants in procurement from the Government E-Marketplace GEM, the CEO also advised the HODs of different departments of RSP to take steps to further augment procurement of items through the GEM as per government guidelines. Mr. P.K. Dash spoke about the advantages of sourcing consumables from local market, while Mr. Rajveer Singh deliberated upon the ways and means to follow the government guidelines in this regard. Mr. Pankaj Kumar elaborated about the measures and action taken to minimize the inventories, while Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM F&A, stressed on reducing the trade deficit and aiming for trade surplus. An interaction session held on the occasion witnessed senior officers and planning executives from various departments discussing their procurement patterns and procedures with the Chief Executive Officer. In these deliberations, thrust was given on exploring ways and means for mitigating the risks in spares and procurement management. Earlier, Mrs. Shikha Jain, AGM made a presentation highlighting the relevant aspects and benefits of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make India initiatives. Procurement through Government E-Marketplace, changes in PCP 2020 guidelines and material management performance parameters. This was followed by presentations by several planning executives on budget allocations and other financial aspects of their respective department at RSP. The Steel Melting Shop 2, SMS2 of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant has created another new milestone by making 6 API 5L X70M PSL2 heats in one go on 24th November 2020. RSP thus has become the first steel plant amongst all the SAIL units to make API 5L X70M PSL2 grade of steel in such a large quantity at a stretch. It is worth mentioning here that the API 5L X70M PSL2 grade steel is a high-quality import substitute product used in the petroleum industries for transportation of oil and gas. Notably, RSP has bagged an order for supplying of 6,000 tons of API 5L X70M PSL2 grade steel plates to a leading pipe manufacturer in India subject to the condition of satisfying the stringent quality parameters set by the party. Accordingly, 4 API 5L X70M PSL2 grade heats in 2 batches had earlier been made at SMS2 in July to August this year. After steel making at SMS2 and rolling at the new plate mill, the first consignment of 300 tons API X70 plates was flagged off on 31st October 2020 by Mr. Deepak Chattaraj, CEO RSP. The first batch has been accepted by the party after the plates were found meeting the desirable quality in the stringent quality testing. After obtaining clearance from the party, RSP is in the process of supplying the remaining consignment of the order. The achievement of making API 5L X70M PSL2 grade steel will help RSP to enter a niche segment of the market, which is at present primarily being imported. The success and development of the import substitute and the subsequent fulfillment of the order will help the country save substantial foreign exchange. To mark the Qaumi Ekta Week observations, we bring you a mellifluous song on communal harmony presented by Mrs. Basavadatta Mahanti. And that's all in this edition of Rourkela News. Namaskar.